tonight. We'll roll over to Stacy DiCoia from the Secretary of State's office, who I'm also having the pleasure of meeting for the first time this evening. The Secretary of State's office serves several important functions in ensuring good government. I also want to point out that Secretary of State Amori wrote a fantastic letter of support for the Provider Shield bill. Don't tell all the other 400 people that wrote it, but his was my favorite. I have told him that myself. So, Stacy, thank you so much for being here in support of our RIMS colleagues. And the floor is open to you until 7:38. And it looks like you're muted.
Sorry about that. I just want to make sure that I'm sharing the correct screen. You see open meetings on your screen?
We sure do. Yep.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Thank you. I selected the right one. So I'm going to follow off where first I'm Stacy DiCoia. I've been with the Secretary of State's office now for 24 years. I've been working with open meetings, lobbying, and lobbying for that amount of time. And I'm also, in addition to covering those two topics, I'm also going to cover how to look up your legislators. Since Adam just finished with open meetings, I'm going to pick up there to show you how to find open meetings. So this is our homepage right here. When you get here, there's a ton of resources, but we're going to concentrate on the Open Government Center. So our website is sos.ri.gov. Once it loads, you come over here to Open Government Center, and you're going to find a ton of information here. All of your voting information, public meetings, how to testify to committee, public records. It goes down, it has all of your contacts. Then we have government transparency. Here's your rules and regulations, and then your lobbying. But we're going to scroll up here to find and attend a public meeting. And that page loads. So on this page, this is basically a summary page. And on this page, you can search by public body, by date range, and then you have a couple selections here on the type of meetings you want to find, whether you're looking to find all meetings, an annual calendar, emergency meetings, or public announcements. One of the things to note is on here, we have all of your upcoming public body meetings, but we have a calendar here. So if you know the date a public body is meeting, but you're not quite sure, you don't remember the name, you can select any of the dates. It's going to bring up all of the meetings taking place on that particular day. Anything in blue is a hyperlink. So you can click anywhere in here. Before I show you searching and how to do this, if you are interested in a particular public body, you can request email notifications for those public bodies. It's simple. You click on it and then you're just going to verify your email address. And overnight, we send a notification with a link to the agenda and then all of the public bodies that you've signed up for. And you'll get that each night for the preceding 24 hours worth of postings. Okay, so if we go up here to search, I'm going to use the Department of Health. And you're going to always start typing in your name and select it from the list. We're going to click search. On here, it's going to list. Now, the Department of Health as a whole does not have any upcoming meetings, but its subcommittees do. Okay, here are all of the listed subcommittees. There are 120 of them. So every one of their committees, like the shows, the athletic trainers, barbery and hairdressing, Alzheimer's, it goes on to the end. Okay. If you know the name of your board specifically, you can come in here and just click on the board, and it's going to bring you to all of their contact information, all of its subcommittees, and then any meetings they're having. So they're not having any meetings today, and then their upcoming meetings are listed here. The agendas for this, and only because I know this particular body, these here are off of the annual calendar, but if you click on any one of them, it's going to open up a meeting details page. And this is where you'll get all of your details about the meeting, what kind of meeting it is, because these have all been selected as no, then it's a standard regular meeting. Okay. If you are looking for your agenda, you're going to come down here, the blue link. Now, anything posted to our website is permanent. So excuse me, is permanent. So if they're making modifications or changes to the agenda, they're going to be listed underneath. So this, if there was an amendment to the agenda, this will move down and the newest one will be on top. And it has a date time stamp and then the person who's filed it. And this here is actually an annual calendar. And this is showing when they're going to be meeting. Okay, so we're going to close this. Okay, and then it shows you all of the past meetings that they had. Again, if you click on it, we're going to go back to March. So you can see here, there were 3 amendments to this agenda. You can go in and click any one of them and it's going to bring up each version of the agenda. When the meeting minutes are posted, they will be posted here under meeting minutes. And the same goes for this. If there are multiple versions of the meeting minutes posted, they will be listed with the timestamp. And you have the contact information for the filer for this particular public body. And this works across all, for every public body, it's exactly the same. In a case like this, so this particular board has members listed with us. So if you click on that, you can then see the listing of members for this particular board, who appointed them, their expiration date, and who appointed them. Okay, and this one has 30 members. So let me go back. And then up here is the authority. So that's the general law that created the public body. All right, so now we have the upcoming meetings for the subcommittees. If you weren't sure, you know it's under the Department of Health, you're not sure, you can come over here and this is a list of all of the upcoming meetings as they've been posted so far. You can see that some public bodies post all the way out until December. They still have to file their agenda with us, and then these 2 are the ones coming up are most recent. Also, all of your past meetings, any canceled meetings, and then you have all of the meeting minutes that have been posted for the department here. Okay. I am going to scroll up here. So that is open meetings. And we're going to go into, we're going to go back to our homepage here. Let me go back. Okay. And now we're going to look up how to see who your legislator is. So this is our voter information center. This is on this page. You can actually check to see if you're registered to vote. You can update your voter registration on this page, find your polling places, and find your elected officials. On here, to find your elected officials, you're going to click here. And this website's a little bit backwards. So you're going to start with your zip code. And then you're going to go down. You're going to go to your city and state. You're going to click your proper city or town. And then here we have, you put in your street number alone. And then when you come down here, you'll start typing. Now watch this not work today. Let's see. All right, we might have to try a different address. There we go. Okay, so on here is all of your voting information for this particular address. It tells you your precinct, your rep district, senate district, ward and council for the city, congressional district, and your school committee districts. Okay, it tells you exactly when the next election is. The next general election is in 26. And then here you can look up you'll see all of your elected officials. So you have Senator
Stacy, we
Whitehouse,
take
yes.
extra care to point out the local ones too. People always can't find the municipal ones.
So we don't have municipal, you have to go down here. So I'll get there in a second. So on here, if you click on say Leader Blazewski or Senator Bell, it's going to bring you directly to their contact information. We do not have all of the elected members. So what you would do is it'll bring you here. You pick I'm just going to pick Bristol. You'll come here and then you're going to scroll down. And this information is current as of actually today. This is from the Rhode Island Government Owners Manual, and we updated all of this information recently. And then here is your your town council in this case. Members with their contact information. So that's how you would reach out to your local officials, is by going through these Rhode Island cities and towns. Now, if you do not want to go through here, find your officials, and you are interested in just getting to those local officials, you're going to I'm gonna actually have to back up. Hold on. From open meetings. Is it? No, so I apologize. Open government, and then if you come down here, right here, it's all of these blue boxes. You're gonna click city and town, and then it brings you to the Gov directory, and here's all of your city and towns. And all of them are in the exact same manner. The councils are in the middle. Okay. So that is finding your officials. And then next, if you come back over here we're going to go back to open government. And then one last topic, and I'm still good. One last topic is the vote is lobbying. Who is lobbying? So I spoke to, I believe it was Lauren, and there was some concern about members not feeling comfortable about speaking to their legislators because they're not registered to lobby. I can tell you with certainty that you can talk to your legislators. You have every ability to talk to them and not have to register to lobby. The most important things to remember is at all times you are representing yourself. It is your First Amendment right to speak to your legislators. When registration may be required is if you are representing another party, such as an organization or a association or something else, and you are in agreement with that association that you're going to come up here and testify on their behalf. If you're up here testifying and chatting with your legislators on your own behalf and of the concerns that you have in the field, that's absolutely fine. You can come up here every single day and you can talk to the legislators, you can testify. It's when you begin representing another group, that's when there may be a requirement for you to lobby to register. And that's when you would come and have a chat with us and we would, determine your situation on a case-by-case basis. This website here, so I am going to, here you can search your entities, your firms, and your lobbyists. Here it also gives you, it's a dashboard of information. You can come here, and this is just the middle here is a list of all entities. It automatically defaults to entities when you get here, but if you're looking for specific lobbyists, you can also check your lobbyists. We're going to actually do this. We're going to pick on the Rhode Island Medical Society, and it does take a minute to load. So the Rhode Island Medical Society has 6 lobbyists with 1 firm, and there's 1 registered entity, which is the society. If you come here, you can click there and it loads. You can see there's a lobbying firm because there's 3 people, little 3-person icon, and then each of the lobbyists. When you click on these links, it tells you the subjects in which those lobbyists are lobbying on for you. Okay. If you're looking for more information, you can click profile details. I will do that last because that page takes a bit to load. If you know the last name of the lobbyist, you can come here and directly search the last name of the lobbyist. If you're looking for specific subjects, so the subject is absolutely mandatory for lobbyists to declare their subjects. So if you are looking for something of a particular type, and we're going to actually scroll down and just do health. Oh, there's a lot of health in here. Hold on. Let's see what's this one. So it is working. So for this particular subject, drugs, food and drugs, health and safety, there are 4 lobbyists who are registered with 2 firms and 3 entities. So if you come over here, you can click that and you will see all of the entities. And then if you expand again, you've got a firm here. Let's see what's here. And then here's a direct lobbyist. Okay. Now with bills are not mandatory to be listed with us, or legislation numbers are not mandatory. So if there was a particular bill that you were looking for and you're interested in to see who's lobbying for them, you can absolutely check to see if someone has listed that bill number here. However, you're best served by using the subject line, the subject search, because every lobbyist needs to declare their subjects with us. Okay. Let's see. We do go back to 2017 on this particular website. We do have a historical site that we have going back to 2005, but you can check who was lobbying for particular subjects or who was lobbying, period, all the way back to 2017. And I think I am or may have gone over my time. I
Nope,
apologize
you
if
hit
I
it
did.
exactly perfectly. You knew exactly how long it was going to take you.
Well, now I got to figure out how to get out of this. Hold on, So I apologize. I'm glad because I couldn't see my clock.
No,
Excellent.
you got it exactly on the nose. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Dr. Carney Godley has one question. Does it matter if a
Sure.
person is paid or not as needing to register for as a lobbyist?
So I need further information. Who's paying them?
No, if someone's not paid, if you're just an individual that's representing, say, a subspecialty society.
So compensation is not a factor to determine whether you are exempt from lobbying. If you are getting paid to represent an entity, then you absolutely must register. But if you are receiving compensation from an entity, we would have to have a deeper conversation. But typically, if you are here just you're associated with an organization and you're here representing them, it's definitely a conversation we need to have offline because it is not black and white. the law was specifically not written to give definitive answers because there are a lot of exemptions. So absolutely, please give the office a call, and I would love to chat with you and go over this.
Thank you. That's
You're
amazing.
welcome.
Stacy, nice to meet you finally face to face. Thank you so much for helping us build this out today. And if we have any additional questions for you or your organization, we'll follow up. Thank you so much.
Perfect. Thank you.
And then